Hi there, Susan Bachelder here. I'm with my Unstoppable partner, Tammy Montgomery, and we have a quick question for you, which is going to lead into a topic. And it's really about you. So we're glad that you're here. Welcome. So, and the question that we have for you is your power turned on? And we'll explain. But first of all, hi, Tammy. How are you?
I'm good, Susan. How are you doing this evening? It's actually
Awesome.
evening time, isn't it?
It is, and it's been a super hot day, so everyone excuse the dirty hair. But it's really hot, and we're not up here in Saskatchewan. We're not used to that kind of heat. So, is your power turned on? What does that mean? What am I talking about with that? Well, Tammy and I both we're busy moms. We're successfully building our online business, plus mentoring and coaching many members and clients to also create their success in online business, work from wherever you are, member to member, top tier digital products. And there is one key thing that you need to have in place before you can really do whatever it takes. And it's inside. It's
Yes.
in your thoughts, your knowledge, your belief, your soul, your heart. It starts from within, and that's what we mean. That's what we mean. We're always checking to make sure that our power is turned on. Do you believe it? Do you believe that that's possible? And sometimes we self-sabotage because we feel like we're small, either within the whole industry or within a community or on the internet. Like, it's a huge place, isn't it? It can be kind of daunting.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we feel small, almost like, and we were just talking about the lyrics to a song that we both absolutely love. It's called The Fight Song. And she talks about being a small boat. So even if you're small, you can create huge ripples that will carry on and carry on. So never forget that. Never forget that as small as you are, you're mighty, and it all starts from within. You have to believe that it's possible, first of all. So we just kind of wanted to touch on that. And we have these kind of conversations with people all the time in the background. But we thought we would, well, let's just share it with everybody. Why not?
hmm
So that's kind of the stuff you get on the inside. So what are your thoughts on this today, Tammy?
Well, it's quite an in-depth conversation. It actually can become really deep, you
Mm-hmm.
know. I mean, when you think about it and ponder it, you know. And my son just said to me the other day, Mom, you know what? We're just a speck in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're just a speck in the universe. He says, so whatever's happening right now is really no big deal. Like, it almost like at 22 dawned on him. Like, you know, so when you think about it that way, and then you think about what you need to do to go to work, it may become pretty difficult to even start. But what you have to realize is that there is inherently, everyone goes through that, number one, I think. No one is immune to that. I know I'm not. I was not when I first started, but I also knew that prior successes would make me have the belief that this would work. So no matter what you do or no matter what you have gone through in your life, I think that you can realize that within yourself, you can spark that again. You can get your fire going again. You can get your fire lit again, you know? So whenever you're feeling kind of like, you know, down or whatever, then just think of there is so much opportunity. There's so much money out there. There's so many resources out there, and there's so much help now. And it is a click of the button. And
Yeah.
so then when you start thinking that, and then you start thinking we have platforms like this, for example, or we have platforms like Facebook where we can reach people. I would have never met Susan if it wasn't for the internet. Her and I, we wouldn't have ran into each other from some trip. Well, maybe, but I'm just saying we would have never met each other. And the same thing with you listening to us. You would have never met us if it wasn't for the grand old internet. And that's the thing. And so I think what we're trying to say, though, is that you can start, you know, it's like you said before, Susan, it's a little drop.
Yeah.
And this song, the song that she's referring to, we did start listening to it a couple years ago when we first started working together. And we said, you know what, we're going to help a lot of people. And it's going to be something, and I keep talking about the snowball effect, but that's what can happen. But it has to start, and you can almost like put it out there like, okay, I want to help 10. And then you say, well, 10's too small. And then that fire just keeps, and as soon as you start helping more and more people, something happens in here. Something happens in your heart. And then it starts growing bigger and bigger and bigger, just like my favorite Grinch story. You know, my favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch. And it's like his heart kept opening and opening and opening, bigger and bigger and bigger. The more that he helped, the more he got mighty, you know?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing here, I think. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that Rachel says in this song, and I'll never forget the first time I heard it, it immediately just kind of resonated with me. And she says, I may only have one match, but I can create an explosion. And that is the absolute truth. Mm-hmm. So it really comes back to belief, believing what's possible, believing that you have value, that you have the energy, the gumption. So it's elevating your energy level. And Tony Robbins talks about that a lot. Actually, yeah. Well, many people do, but he's one of the people that talks about figure out what elevates your energy and do that for yourself, and then keep as much in that place as you can. And that's really all it's about, is your power turned on. Figure out how to turn your power on, and then you can accomplish absolutely anything. So if what we've said today resonates with you, give us a shout out, comment below. And if that is the only point that you get, then yay. But let us know. But it all comes from within. You can have the best strategies. You can have the best tools. You can have the best product, but none of it matters if your power inside isn't turned on, if you don't believe that it's possible, and if you don't have the energy to put in the action to make. Mm-hmm.
So, it's like a switch.
Speak. Yeah.
It's literally like a switch. That's what happened a couple of years ago to me. It was a switch that you did inside me, for example, for wanting to just, that maybe they haven't heard before, but losing weight, for example. It's like, snapped inside, and I'm like, I got to turn my power on. I got to get moving.
How long does it take to make a decision?
Second.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
There you go. Yeah, the 5 one.
So make a decision. Make a decision. We'll see you in the next video.
Turn your power on.
Thanks, Tammy.
We didn't even time that.
Absolutely.